Hey there, Tom. In your video reply to John, you were talking about microwaves, microwave ovens and installing. So I thought I'd talk to you about that. Actually, I want to talk to you about something else, but that wall behind me, brick wall, that's the outside wall of our kitchen. And when we bought this house, it had a microwave with a range hood right there, but it's not vented. It just has a filter on it. It does not vent to the outside. So when that goes, what I'd like to do is get one that is outside vented, or have a contractor come and put a hole in the wall. Being bricks, I'd rather have someone who knows what they're doing, get the proper alignment and everything, so it can vent outside. Prior to this, for years, I had a microwave over the stove that vented outside. We put an addition on the house at that back in '95 and had it, designed that way. And about 10 years or so later, when I replaced the microwave oven, got another one, put it in the same way. Now, you were talking about bracing up in here to help support the weight of the microwave. The ones that I put in had a steel plate that mounted on the wall and it had lag bolts that went into the wall studs, and then the microwave sort of hung on that, as well as attaching up to that cabinet. So yeah, it's really handy, but I enjoy having it as a range hood, because if you get some smoke built up here from something burning or oil or something like that, it doesn't clear it out. It just doesn't. The other thing actually I wanted to talk to you about was counter lights. You were talking about wanting to put lights under your counter, over your counters, under your cabinets, and I just did that. I had thought about hardwiring, but I thought there is one switch right here, and that goes to an outlet up in there which has a light plugged into it. And if I hardwire to that and use that switch, well then everything would be coming on at the same time. And I suppose I could put little toggle switches for everything, but then I'd have to put one for that one as well. So I went with one from Menards. I don't know if you have Menards in your area. In New York, we did not have Menards. I've seen them many other places. Sort of like Lowe's or Home Depot. And I actually looked at Lowe's and Home Depot, and I looked at their under-counter lights, puck lights they're called. They're LEDs. 3 lights throw a total of equivalent of a 60-watt bulb, but it's only 11 watts. And here's what the package looked like right here. And here's a puck light. And they run in a series. Now there are 3 of them underneath this counter here. I'll show you the light switch. Move this camera back and forth and back and forth. There's the light switch right underneath there. And there are the lights. You can see I put 3 of them in, 1, 2, and a third one there, and then the cord comes down to here. So when you look at it, all you see is that little bit transformer of a cord, and it has a high and a low setting. There's high, and there's low, and there's off. So it is very handy. So when it came time to put one over here, well, I put that in a month or so ago, and I wanted to put another one over here. It's a smaller area, so all I did was eliminate one of those pucks, and I put 2 of them in here. That's why we have an extra one there in the box. There's the low setting. Let's see if I can get in the focus range. There's the high setting. And then this one over here, this area, there's enough room to work. I couldn't run a wire across there, obviously. Yeah, they're expensive. They're like $60 for the set of 3. But it's well worth it. Like I said, it's 11 watts total. I looked at Home Depot and Lowe's, and theirs had a transformer bar, which was one more thing to mount up there. One of them actually had a dimmer switch. But I like this of the 3 that I found. So you might check that out. Here you go. Counter lights. Ciao. Vlog on.